Siemanko, zanim zaczniecie oglądać materiał, to mam krótkie info. Odpaliłem właśnie swój nowy kanał, gdzie będę wrzucał swój CS-owy content, więc jak ktoś byłby zainteresowany, to link do nowego kanału macie w opisie, możecie zostawić tam suba i lajka pod najnowszym filmem, a ja dłużej nie przedłużam i zapraszam do oglądania.
And honestly, at this point, I don't even know if 9Ine are going to care much to actually contend for the site. More so, maybe just try to keep them out or play the retake. Kyler, let him try to find some 1v1s, get a couple of kills on the exit. But in all sense of reality, you're probably just going to aim to go in for this 5-on-4 retake, trying to push them down. In short, though, it's an interesting set of kills that they don't seem to have an answer back for just yet. K doesn't have one either. And it's just an honest-to-God 2-on-4. Nothing really to go for anymore. They don't have that water control. They don't have that leg room to go in for the retake. So Hades, he's one of the stars you look to shine in a situation like this and dig you out of a hole, but he'll be doing nothing, getting shut down with a couple of whips to add to his plate. It's all up to Minho, the man with no armor and a whole hell of a lot to try and work against. He's got that smoke, so I don't know, maybe you take down Toao around the pillar, you've got Zan low, you maybe cause chaos, but give it to Goofy, maybe use himself as a human shield as they attempt this retake once more. This seems way more feasible than the last, but you don't have a kit, so you're gonna have to get some pep in your step again. Move a bit quicker about this one, and Zan isn't really somebody you're going to be looking to clear, especially this late into the round with the positions they've taken, or maybe you will. Good kill from Goofy, and with a smoke atop the bomb, there's a chance, but the fact is they haven't already gotten atop it, so you pretty much just have to go for the full 10-second stick, hope it works, and so far so good. In fact, they may have gotten enough time to do it. No, unfortunately.
Dink for dink, Hades faster on the trigger.
Now at Monster they go, potentially trying to make a B play happen. Flash is good, but not enough to overcome the M4 in clean fashion. Minho currently, they're the only one that resides on the lower bomb site and getting overwhelmed. You thought he'd be a dead man, but no. Beautiful double dink on him. Morales has bought time for the rotations to come through, so even if this kill is traded, Kyler is put in prime position to try and win, but the footsteps are heard. He's the next one trying to aggress, and he still hears the reload of the Mat 10. Gun barrel won't yet be spotted and accounted for, but the flick is better to find the kills. There's no reason to continue contemplating taking the fight against Hades when he's looking like that, especially when you've got further incentivization to go into B. Goofy falls. He's one of the only anchors. So, other sidearm's gonna have to shine. Kyler can't deliver. Hades tasked with it all to do. And now you're only hoping for a little bit of a resurgence. Can't land the third headshot.
No. We're looking for the 90s maybe and Elisa later on. Wow, great shot there from Hades. 99 damage, and then the final flames will finish him off. Kyler's nicks that frag. There'll still be a starting kill here for 9 to work off of. Kyler inside of Con, unexpected on the angle morals. That's not exactly the way you want to take that fight if you anticipate him to be up close like that. 2-man deficit here for the Illuminar start.
I'm not gonna lie, it was an uppercut when you mentioned the 90s, but it seems like Kyler's ready to put an uppercut back with 3 kills all to his own devices. Reasons back into this round, isolate picks. K is giving one over to you, or at least an opportunity.
But with the information given up, maybe there is a chance. Many are not exactly covering for a slimline peak like this, and Hades is a sitting duck. Oh, finds the headshot angle there on Minho and will collect on the headshot. Hades realizes just how dire a circumstance this is, but time's an element, and so Mask has to commit to the plan. Even pushed in from behind, Hades missing some shots, but does not flub his lines. Their attention is taken over towards long. Kyler is sitting ducks.
Well, yeah, this should be a free kill or two. Toao completely decimated. Can't even think about trading. Going for the third. Looking to reroute through connector. Timing will be everything for Minho as he peeks his head up.
Desperation, 20 seconds for Illuminar.
Yeah, but they're all going to line up for him. Clear miss from Hades as now they come pushing into the bomb site. Bomb's been dropped. The trade isn't all you're going to need. This time is running so desperately low. You've got to get it down over towards truck.
Someone grab the bomb.
They know. Oh my God, this could be bad. I don't know if they got time to get the plant. Just barely. They may be able to get it in. I'm not too sure. At the last second, it goes down. Oh man, that was a mess. But now you got to deal with Goofy coming quickly back up through dumpster, not hiding his position, not hiding the angle he comes from. With Morales as low as he is, you wonder the success rate for him. Peeks back out off of the top defuse. Goofy's got the clutch, and in the heat of the chaos, 9, they hold on.
Good stuff. 4 straight from Illuminar, only for 4 to be answered with back from 9. And oh, disgusting. A lineup there for Hades.
That's not the way you want your B takes to go, and they continue to come pestering through these smokes and flashes, which don't really give you any sort of home to come and stand in. But Albeit, it's surprising to see they bring 2 back, considering all that was stacked on the B site, but it's
Instigating action, but the instant opening kills are usually coming in from 9, and the AWP of Hades this time will miss his chance, but they line up for Goofy on the B play, and Beanox not ready for him to swing out wide either. Might have missed on the AWP, but all these rifles be hidden different here for 9.
at least for now, it seems like maybe they're going to go in for a re-execution. Yeah, that's just the amount of flashbangs they've got, as raw as can be. There's nothing to stop them from coming out. Mino sat in pits, the last line of defense, and eventually this is going to get cleared whether you like it or not. Plan to come through, or maybe it won't, and he actually denies it right before it goes down. 13 seconds, and if somebody can maybe split the bill, find this kill in the nick of time, then all of a sudden opportunity emerges. But Kyler can barely not finish the food. It's all up to Hades. Not her jumping back in on the off with so many different positions to worry about while he's found the first. Anonymity now gone as they both regroup around the site. Hiller peeking back in. The flick isn't landed, and Illuminar will finally get back to winning ways.
9 will try and take a page out of their book.
This time a little more utility thrown into the mix and a little more team play to throw into. A man in short, rather in water, isn't going to be providing very much assistance for Illuminar, and now it's the site taken. Almost free of charge with the bomb having gone down. K, though, he may not be ready for Beanox to have been peeked off Graffiti, so exchanging glances at least will provide him that element of opportunity, though Kyler's been boosted and having morales. This is not an angle you're ever going to anticipate, but okay. Footsteps heard. He's just going to go ahead and push him down. Why wait? Why overplay your hand when you can just get the free kill now, even cause a distraction? Beanox, you are stuck between a rock and a hard place, and 9.
It's a great little entrance. Not having too many casualties along the way, some good setups. And right now, SMG is going to feast Hades 3 kills, and that's your AWPer farming up extra cash. He's even hunting down with the Deeg. Oh my god, this guy just wants to full-on ace, but it's stolen away. Kyler, rude.
They have just spotted the bomb, so they can pretty much confirm that it's A. I'm not too sure as to why Zan is still sticking on lower. There's just not enough time to go back and recount this. So now if they win somehow because of this man deficit, then you'd be concerned about how it actually came out, but Hades
Can be just as threatening as the front side of the pack. Beanox, committed angle, and will go traded 1 for 1. So another rifle on their warpath.
That's not necessarily a worthwhile trade for Illuminar. It's almost universally known 4v4s don't really favor the CTs, and you've given over a gun for them to help use their way to get into the site. A couple of smokes still in their util bouts, but K is low, and that's worth mentioning, but they at least use him to find another sightline into a trade. Everybody could get their hands on a rifle right now, but Hades, he doesn't go to grab that M4. He sticks to the Deagle. And this could cost him in the long run. Still ample time to play with, too. They're going to use the flash to get him out onto the site. Masked spotted in Graffiti with the off, but not enough damage inflicted to land the kill. It's all Goofy in the 1-on-3, but this one seems obtainable right now as he's tapped in the bomb. Masked refuses to peek solo without his teammates. They will allow him that bomb plant. And now Goofy's going to have to earn every little step he wants. Both of them regroup around Graffiti. He jumps top of the bomb site, spots them both, but they're wise to the decision he's going to make. Tyler, wanting to retake the space, gears up to walk out of water. This could have been a free pick for him back on a Beanox, but throwing the flash gives away the idea, and well, he doesn't yet peek out. Beanox will eventually find this kill, so you know somebody's in water, though thankfully for his team's sake, he gets that Molotov up before things get too crazy. Moving in, somebody's going to have to deal with this lurker in short. There isn't really an avenue to get the bomb down just yet. Molly spreads to his toes. And again, it's a thankful way for 9 to convert, but Morales is still trying to throw his hat in the ring for a 1-on-3. It's planted right under his nose, but he doesn't spam. He wants to play the long con. It'll work out for 1 as Mino still sits in the middle of the bomb site, not even covered by the box. He could potentially fall here. But Morales doesn't stick around long enough to find out. Still finds another, and it is all up to Mino. Smoke may fade, and his cover will be blown. Morales finds them all, and the biggest clutch of the game will potentially put Illuminar 1 away from finding a tie. It's not even like it feels like Illuminar are doing anything all that special, right? They're just playing a default game, finding picks around the map, and 9 can't really catch back up, but now they try to change at the pace a little bit. Now they try to catch him with their pants down, and look at how well it works. K2 on the entry with Toal having the only trade fielded back for the CTs just yet, and they're still trying to push him down in Graffiti. They don't want to let them have any inch back into this round, but in doing so, they may overstep the margin. Again, the trade is back, and we're on even footing. Bomb is down, no utility left for the T's. They walk into the valley of the crossfire. It seems like finally Illuminar will be stunted in their tracks, all up to Mast, and he's giving it up. 9. 2 of them now tuck into the corners, potentially, or rather, even essentially a post plant with smokes and mollies to keep them out of the site's re-entrance. They still don't know about a man in long bath. Eventually, Morels will be subsided by himself. It's, of course, Hades to deliver an opening pick. 5-on-4, and they flash up through the smoke, blinding themselves up in the process. But Beanox, his vision clears first. And he puts us back to 4-on-4. They're all funneling in from dumpster besides the one lone man in Zan, even blinded up still by the counter utility back to the bathrooms players. And all they got to do is find one kill on Kyler. Even that may be too much to ask for.
Oh,
But now you leave it to Hades, and there's the smoke atop of this bomb. He's getting pushed down. Beanox in the heat of the chaos has got the trade, and thankfully for Illuminar, it won't be the contact heard around the world. And they're gonna have to use up a smoke on extinguishing it. You can't wait it out. You don't have the time. You haven't given yourself that liberty, and a couple of these players are just desperately low. This one is pretty much done. 8 seconds, you don't even have to necessarily find the kills, or maybe you do. 4 seconds to go. Hades is just barely gonna tap it out of time. How have you won it like this? In the blink of an eye, 4 kills come through, and it's all Beanox. So many low targets, but just not enough time. Hades. All up to him as he goes around in through bathrooms. Indeed, an ace clutch to stay alive on overpass, and Hades doesn't back away, but the head's now been spotted. 100% this has been calmed over to him. Now spotting his shoulder. He peeks back up, though, and Hades won't let it fall. Beanox almost pulls a miracle. Into the fray, 2 spotted over at side hub, but the commitment's not yet made. There's the flash back, and it looks like it's far better for 9. In fact, that was Masked's own flash.
Yeah.
It actually ruined his teammates' chances. So, bomb almost certain to go down at this rate. Goofy just trying to cause a commotion at the top of the site box is good for 1 behind the smoke, but anything beyond that seems out of reach. Z's instantly gets traded. And now, obviously, you're going to attempt the retake, but you're really just trying to buy time for Twao coming through from this flank, but won't matter how far the flank is activated if your teammates fall around it, Zan. This one's out of the question. Maybe you find a couple of kills on your exit, but the round is certainly not yours.
upgraded pistols now for Illuminar and trying to be forward-facing. Ramp smoke is down, but there's a flurry of fire, and they're going to try and flash through. Morals will catch them on reloads, and so Kai overwhelmed, but they know Morals is up close, but a double they wouldn't have expected. Kyler finally puts it to rest, so these rifles can't be retrieved. It's all about whether they anticipate the flank or not, because Illuminar have reinforced this A site. Kyler's still honed in on what is a flank to be, and Mast finally recognized, so they know they have to keep pushing forward here.
20 seconds, though. They don't really have time to waste it on trying to find this killer on the flank. They've got to somehow deal with him and or get the bomb down. And still with 16 seconds to go, they haven't yet cleared out headshot. Beanox falls to the nade, and that may grant them the safety net they need. This is why it works well, right? The peak comes through, a one-for-one trade. Probably not what you were expecting with the very advanced angle of Minho. So Al picks the position back up, so it's not actually space that they have been granted. Beanox with a flash going back in, delivers the kill out of Hades, and it's another 3 on 4. 9 so many times they've been put in this deficit, but again, you look at what Illuminar have left, and maybe this is worth it.
I know there's someone else nearby. Smoke over. Kai will try and take his path through short. Mast holding the AWP on site, and with Beanox gone, it's going to make it more awkward here for Mast to hold on. It's all about buying time and whittling down the numbers if he can survive, but if he falls, then suddenly it's really just an open opportunity. Twao finding that kill through smoke, so now it's only a goofy 1-on-3. Smoke now fading right in front of his face, 10 seconds, and he knows they're close by. Mast plucked out, but now time. Twao can just run him down, knows that Goofy has to commit to the plant of the resources to actually force them off that planting angle, and you consider how low the time is in so many of these rounds, it can be a massive difference maker.
Right, they've already gotten an opening pick to find up again, and now they've uprooted the fact that there's a boost in play. You know there's still 2 towards A. Is big info for your B-lurkers, and that's where you see them start to accelerate on the other end of the map. Still, kills seem to follow suit in the favor of 9, looking for more K around the smoke. He wants blood. He can smell it lingering around the A site, and now having spotted both of the remaining players at the opposite end of the map.
But Minio may capitalize on that. Flash in, and yeah, he's trying to take space.
Oh, and he's tucked behind it too. They aren't going to know that he's this close, and by the time they do know, they'll be decimated in the exchange. Beanox thankfully finds the trade for Illuminar's sake, but again, with 26 seconds, they're going to have to get a move on. Hades and Kyler against the world. They don't even try to contend for it on the cross. They've got a nade to potentially get some damage into the bomb planter, but Beanox, that's not a worthwhile trade. Jumping in, falling to the AK as Hades posts around the other side of the generator. It's 1v2 for Mast, and he's been spotted. In the open, though, health won't matter. All you gotta do is land the one-shot tag, doesn't get inflicted, exchanges hands to the AK, and they both dance the dance of death around the generator, around the pole, but Kyler, no flashes, and that is something of contention. Illuminar, a lot of their successful duels, I feel, are found because of those flashbangs. So they have to work without them, maybe a big deficit they won't be able to overcome, though. As soon as the smoke fades, I think Kyler's gonna give up the angle, knowing you can't really afford to hold on to this. They just set up the crossfire around the generators. Beanox peeks in, and he leaves it to Hades. Won't land the kill. The smoke goes atop the bomb, ready to peek back into triple, knowing the man you're against. It's not really one you want to be taking the gunfight for. No kit in play, though, so tapping the bomb won't really matter. In fact, I think the round's already lost. Yeah, you can't recover. You can get the kill, but it won't change the outcome. And while it was a save that probably shouldn't have gotten this far, it's still 9 fielding 9 and not being too upset about the damage they've incurred. Going back to A alongside it, you've got still Mino, who's taken all this space for you, and Kyler isn't giving anything back. Sitting by behind the danger wall, Zan will confirm the kill back, but the A site's already been lost, and you don't really know how forward these last players are, but Masked, he clears every corner on the way there. Tap comes through the smoke, and Masked is going to close Illuminar. Well, the sunshine and rainbows of that really good pullback will go away with the wind if you can't convert on this pistol. Two dually swing over into the ramp side and somehow come away the victors of the interaction. All 3 remaining Ts continue to sprint and bombard their way into the A site, but they're met by equilibrium in numbers, and it looks like just maybe this dam is going to burst wide open. How audacious on a round like this. So much risk, especially at this current time, and alongside it, Kyler's got them posted out of B for now, at least. To wow. Starting to split the bill in for mid. Kyler's so many places to have to worry about with only a Famas getting rushed down, but still is able to find kills in the face of diversity. But there's guns to be picked back up in for the T side and a potential bomb plant to be fielded out of this one. Still kills required in through mid, but right now, the CTs are going everywhere. From CT spawn, on the flank, maybe trying to come back up mid, 2 long range on the MP9. Kai, I would not have favored him at any day on that angle, but somehow pulls it out, and now it's Morales in the 1v3, not planted for him, so he is going to have to go and take some of these gunfights. Nade forces K to come forward, and he's at least got another one. Hades getting ready to push him down. Now you've got to walk into the crosshair of a Tech-9. Morales, he puts another one on. Are they going to clear this? Nope.
Oh, dear.
No idea of what's going to happen. The spam's going to go back at him, but it's Masked with the bomb, so if he falls, that is such a big loss to take right now to wow. Above this smoke, trying to play the one-way. I thought he was going to get this kill on a Tuao, but Tuao actually doubles back in. Malik pulled out. And yeah, there's no way you're going to expect a re-aggression like that. Not in a million years. But in response, B is left open. 9. They made a big risk and a judgment call. One that may not work out the way they would have anticipated or hoped. But Beanox still gets himself in a straightforward enough position to get around the generator. The bomb's gone down, and they're going to try to play this 2-on-4 with a kill now being delivered back. You will not be happy with it. But Masked, look at him. He's going up in CT spawn. He's easily going to punish this reload. It's all up to him, though. And you know where he is inside of the smoke to try to find this man. K wants to put in the final kill. He won't have trouble doing it. Close but no cigar. 9 hang on to the lead and will not drop it yet. I don't know how much I expect out of this round, though. I mean, this is just a pretty much one-dimensional as ever A take, but maybe there's some more merit to this one as Beanox on the AKs at least put one back in their hands. Now it's the sidearm whipped out. Now it's Hades restoring calm to a very questionable situation. And they're only gaining the one at that because of it. And any player you lose here is detrimental to your future success, so at least good for 9's sake that they find the kill as early as they do, but it's not the end of days just yet. Maybe this one will be, though, as K won't get spammed through the smoke, as you said. It's not a consistent issue, and now he deals with the killing blowback. Shows him exactly what he's made of. And now it's just 2-on-5. Zan and Beanox maybe hoping to get a bomb plant out of this one.
We were talking before about how the AWP on Vertigo could be very hard to actually find its impact. It's one of the few times we see Hades go for an opener. Nice kill back here from Beanox, but they're so restricted. That's the bomb dropped and controlled.
Oh yeah, you're never expecting this, but I also don't think he's going to overstep his boundary to a point where either of them are really going to see each other.
Are they
just what? Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Losing this would put them down in the dumps and in a 2-0 column, or I guess 2-2 here in our main Swiss.
Wait, how is he finding 3 here? What the? Every round 9 have put somebody alongside that one-way smoke. Even when they've been killed, they have not stopped peeking it. So I'm shocked that Illuminar can only look to themselves as the blamers of why they lost this round so badly.
Yeah, spot the difference. First it was there, then it wasn't. Oh my god, they're really just hoping that this silent approach will work, but there's 4 here for 9.
This is exactly what they wanted. Walk into A, come test our hold. It's not going to work well, and in the blink of an eye, the game ends.